Hello and welcome to our channel. First of all, we want to thank you for taking the time to watch our videos. We are passionate about sharing our thoughts on books, movies, and other topics that we think will be of interest to you. If you find our content useful and enjoyable, we would really appreciate it if you could consider subscribing to our channel. This will allow us to keep bringing you more great content and help us to grow our community of like-minded people who share a love of reading and learning. Today, we are excited to discuss one of the most iconic horror novels of all time, The Shining, by Stephen King. Published in 1977, The Shining has captivated readers for decades with its haunting portrayal of a family's descent into madness at the hands of a malevolent hotel. Stephen King, the author of The Shining, is a prolific writer known for his contributions to the horror genre. He has written over 60 novels, including Carrie, It, and The Stand, and has won numerous awards for his work. King's ability to create vivid and complex characters, coupled with his mastery of suspense and terror, has solidified his place as one of the greatest horror writers of all time. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be spooked as we dive into the world of The Shining by Stephen King. The Shining, by Stephen King is a horror novel that explores the story of a struggling writer and recovering alcoholic named Jack Torrance, who takes a job as a winter caretaker at the Overlook Hotel in Colorado. Accompanying him are his wife Wendy and their young son Danny. The family's time at the isolated hotel becomes a battle of wills as they contend with the hotel's dark and malevolent presence, which begins to affect them in unexpected ways. One of the central characters in the novel is Danny, who possesses a psychic ability known as The Shining. This ability allows him to see visions of past events and communicate with others who possess the same ability, such as Dick Halloran, the hotel's cook, who recognizes Danny's ability and warns him of the hotel's sinister history. As the family settles into the hotel, Jack begins to experience strange occurrences and becomes increasingly consumed by the hotel's evil presence. The novel is divided into 5 parts, each of which explores different aspects of the story and characters. Part 1 introduces the main characters and establishes the setting of the Overlook Hotel. We learn about Jack's background and the challenges he faces as a recovering alcoholic, as well as Wendy and Danny's fears about the isolation of the hotel. Part 2 takes place during the family's first few weeks at the hotel. Jack's mental state deteriorates as he becomes increasingly unstable, causing Wendy to worry for their safety. Meanwhile, Wendy becomes increasingly concerned for Danny's safety and seeks advice from a doctor, who recommends they leave the hotel immediately. Part 3 sees the family become completely isolated as the winter snows set in. Jack's mental state deteriorates further, and he begins to experience vivid hallucinations and delusions. He also becomes fixated on a scrapbook he discovers in the hotel's archives, detailing the hotel's history of violence and murder. Part 4 is the climax of the novel, as Jack becomes fully possessed by the hotel's evil presence and goes on a rampage, forcing Wendy and Danny to flee for their lives. Danny uses his shining to call for help, and Dick Halloran races to their rescue. The aftermath of the events at the Overlook Hotel shows Wendy and Danny surviving, but Jack is killed in the chaos. The novel explores themes of addiction, family, and the nature of evil, and Stephen King's vivid descriptions of the hotel's architecture and history create a haunting atmosphere. One of the most striking features of The Shining is the hotel itself. Stephen King uses detailed descriptions of the hotel's architecture and history to create a sense of foreboding and unease. The hotel is almost a character in itself, with its dark past and sinister presence driving the narrative forward. Another important element of the novel is Jack's struggles with addiction and his inner demons. King's portrayal of Jack's descent into madness is chilling, as he becomes increasingly unstable and consumed by the hotel's malevolent presence. The novel is a cautionary tale about the dangers of addiction and the toll it can take on individuals and their families. Overall, The Shining is a masterful work of horror fiction that continues to captivate readers to this day. Its themes of addiction, family, and the supernatural continue to resonate with audiences, and its portrayal of the Overlook Hotel as a living, breathing entity remains one of the most memorable settings in horror literature. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the terrifying world of The Shining by Stephen King. We hope that our discussion has shed light on the themes and characters of this iconic horror novel and has given you a greater appreciation for Stephen King's contributions to the genre. If you enjoyed this video, we kindly ask that you give it a like and share it with your friends and family. Your support helps us continue to create content like this, and we appreciate every single one of you who takes the time to watch and engage with our channel. We also encourage you to leave a comment below with your favorite books or suggestions for future videos. We are always looking for new ideas and love hearing from our audience. So don't be shy, drop us a line and let us know what you want to see next. Once again, thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of The Shining by Stephen King. We hope to see you again soon for more exciting discussions and insights into your favorite books and authors.